The DIGS program came about in 2006. Service providers from across the region, representing various sectors, were called to a meeting to talk about, was there an issue with youth street gangs in Durham region?
Through my years being in Durham, there definitely is a problem, a youth gang problem in Durham. I think it's unique in the sense that there isn't a lot of turf wars that happen in Durham versus in Toronto, but the youth work together, and that is almost a little bit worse because they come together for financial gain, for economic gain. So it's sort of like, even though you don't have the turf wars and maybe the shootings, but you have kids doing a lot more illegal activity, and it's sort of a lot harder to track as well.
It's hard for a youth because a youth, their long-term goals are 6 months to a year. It's step by step with them. So a lot of the times that they, if they have a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old sibling, they're protective, but they're not thinking about in the next 10 years when their sibling's going to be 15 or 16 years old.
You can tell the students that perhaps school is not their focus. Their outside life is very involved. And as a school social worker, I'll often begin to learn if they have other family members that might be involved in criminal activity, and then that's when I start to worry that they might be following that same path.
I think the community, what they should know about DIGS is we really care about the kids. We're passionate about working with the kids in the community. We meet their needs, their goals. We don't set our goals. We work with the kids and decide what their goals are. We advocate for them. We try and educate them just to be a mentor and just to be, that person that they can call for anything.
The reality is, if we don't have a program to really address a gang lifestyle, it's a seduction. Our kids are lured into youth gangs. If we don't do something about that, then our community loses. We lose as potential valuable citizens that will be later in life. We lose children to their families if they're incarcerated. We see crime go on the increase. It impacts taxes. It impacts on community safety. And sadly, some of our young people lose their lives. It's not just that they fall through a crack, they go into the ground, and that's a tragedy. That should never happen.